that's my review for Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Voyager class Bludgeon. I've been looking forward to this figure ever since it was announced, and it wasn't out of love for the Bludgeon character, because I honestly don't know too much about him. It was because I love Japanese swordsmen like ninjas and samurais. I love characters like Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, and I love the Blue Spirit from Avatar. I just love Japanese swordsmen, so I knew I had to get a figure that was based off a Japanese swordsman, in this case a samurai. And anyway, I believe he is a Type 90 tank. I have no idea what a Type 90 actually looks like, so I can't say whether this is accurate to the actual tank or not. He has a rotating turret, which goes 360 degrees. And one of the nice details that they added that they didn't have to add was they added this little subgun up here, and nicer still was they allowed it so it could rotate 360 degrees, because usually they would stick that gun in place and not let it move at all. But it's nice because when you're playing with it, you can have the turret taking out bad guys in one direction, while the subgun can be taking out bad guys in the other. For size comparison, here's next to Bumblebee, and again, I have no idea what a Type 90 looks like, so I can't say whether this is accurate scale or not, although I would imagine it being a tank, it would be a lot bigger than a car, so it's probably out of scale. Anyway, to transform it, first off you want to take the barrel and pull on it, which reveals his katana sword. It's a very nice sword. It is made of a flexible rubber plastic. It does warp a little bit. On mine it wasn't too terribly bad, but you can easily fix it by dipping it in hot water or exposing it to a hair dryer and then letting it cool. That'll harden it up. We'll set that off to the side. Then you want to go under here and unclip these treads from these orange pieces right here. You can go ahead and flip up this crotch armor piece. Then you want to take these side panels and pull on them like so. Then you want to rotate these pieces up like so. Then you want to rotate these 180 degrees. These will form his legs later on in robot mode. Then you want to take this piece behind the turret, lift it up a little, and then take this black piece and rotate it forward so it meets this gray piece in the middle, like so. And then you want to, they tend to do it automatically, but you want to rotate these up and around so that these will form his hip armor pieces, like so, and then plug them in like that. Then you want to take the treads and collapse them up so they form his hip armor. And then to get out his feet, you want to rotate the lower part of the leg so the orange bits are facing forward. And go back here, lift this panel down, and then lift this panel up like so. And then bring out his feet. You want to pull it out, and then rotate the heel spur up like so. And then just get him to stand, and there you have his lower body transformed. He's a little difficult to stand just due to the way that the feet are made, but he does stand fairly firmly once you get him in the right spot. Then we'll go up a little. Then you want to take these maroon bits up here, rotate them outward like that, and then rotate them down, or I guess push them up like so. Then you want to split this whole section right here, rotate it down, and then you want to flip these pieces down like so. Then you want to flip his wrists out. I did modify this wrist to go in and out all the way. You'll see why in a minute. Then you want to collapse up these treads right here. And then we can lower the camera down a little bit. And now comes the tricky part. You want to take his middle waist section and then push on it so this little gray bar collapses up into his chest. And you'll hear a nice firm click, and that'll reveal his head. Now on mine, sadly, I'm not too sure if you can see this. Mine had some paint chips up on his head, and I'm pretty sure that's just on mine, but I would be cautious and not be surprised if yours does have a chip paint on its head. It's a very nice head sculpt, and I don't understand why everybody was complaining about it when we first saw the pictures of it, because pictures are going to make things look bad. You have to have them in person to see how good it really looks. It's a really nice head sculpt. Don't believe reviews that make it sound bad. Then you just want to get him to stand. And there we go. And there you have Bludgeon in his robot mode. Now, I guess there's really only one word to describe him, and that word is stellar. I mean, he just looks so awesome and menacing, and he's just a really unique looking robot, and he really pulls off the samurai look really nicely. He's very posable. His head goes left and right. His shoulders rotate 360. They are kind of hindered on this side by that piece. But they also go in and out just due to the transformation, which actually does help when you're posing it, at least in the way I pose it. His arms bend in and out at the right below the shoulder. They rotate 360 degrees at the lower part of the arm. He bends at 2 points at the elbow. His wrists go in and out, as I already showed. His legs are on ratchets, so they go in and out and up and down. They are a little hindered by the crotch armor piece, but not too bad. And sometimes when you do move it, this whole assembly will become loose and collapse down, which is a bit of a shame, but oh well, nothing you can really do about it. His knees bend and they rotate 360 degrees. It reveals a nice little gear turning, which adds to the skeletal look, and his feet can go up and down at 2 points at the ankle. So pretty posable. He can hold his sword. It does require a little bit of force to get it in, which is a bit of a shame, but oh well, there's really nothing you can do about it. And I wish they had given him opposable fingers, and I think that would have helped the problem a little, but they didn't do that, so oh well. And he looks really, really great holding his sword. And also here, on the back, you can take this little cap up here, and then pull on it, and that'll reveal this little scabbard, and these little gears and connector pieces will rotate as you move it up and down. And contained in the scabbard is what I believe is called a washizaki, or short sword. And he can hold it in either hand. I usually have it held it in his left. This is why I modded it so it could go in and out. I like to pose it like this and have his hand raised up a little bit. I just think that looks a lot cooler than having it just like that or whatever. But really, really just an awesome, awesome figure. I can't recommend it enough. For a size comparison, here he is next to Bumblebee again. So you can see he grows a lot bigger in robot mode than tank mode, because in tank mode he collapses up fairly well. And just for kicks, if you will pardon the pun, here he is next to G.I. Joe: The Rise of Cobra, Snake Eyes. I really do wonder who would win in a fight, Bludgeon or Snake Eyes. But anyway, there you go. There's my look at Revenge of the Fallen Voyager class Bludgeon. I hope you enjoyed the review. Please subscribe to my channel.